What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about Digital World Acquisition Corp Media, okay? This stock, DWAC, has been pumping up massively today. We're up about 81% right now. There's some massive news that came out for it. Let's take a look at the chart first of all and see where this stock could be going and what the news that's driving it up is. So first of all, you can see that this just yesterday was trading around $10. It's a SPAC. Obviously, SPACs tend to trade around $10. However, we pumped up massively in after hours, sank down a bit during after hours and pre-market, around to $10 again. However, now we've pumped up to 20 on absolutely insane volume. We've been trading about 1 million shares per minute, sometimes more than that, sometimes 2 million, but it's just been absolutely massive volume that we've been experiencing, driving the stock up massively. Now, the news that you guys want to know about the reason that this stock is pumping up so much is because of Trump. Trump linked this SPAC, Digital World Acquisition Media, with a new social media company that he is forming, right? He has proposed to roll out a platform called Truth Social, which he claimed will stand up to the tyranny of big tech. And DWAC was incorporated as a special purpose acquisition company, a SPAC, right there. After he lost the election, it's among the top 10 most popular stocks trading on Reddit right now, right? It's getting a lot of mentions on Reddit and Wall Street Bets, but basically he's going to use this SPAC to launch his social media company. So that's why this has been pumping up so much, because people know that there are a lot of huge Trump fans out there, and that oftentimes those Trump fans are willing to buy anything with Trump's name on it, right? When Trump mentioned Goya Foods, it boosted its sales by 1,000%. So obviously Trump has a lot of sway regarding where people put their money. And if there's a stock out there that is directly tied to Trump, then it would not surprise me to see massive amounts of people pouring into it. So this 80% rise in price, where we're now at $1.17, or $17, sorry about that. This really could just be the beginning of a massive rally in this stock's price, right? It only has been trading for not that long, just a couple of days, just like yesterday, it looks like. And we really could see a massive rally in the stock price. Now, obviously, it's very volatile. The fact that we're up 80% means there's a lot of room to the downside that we could go. A lot of people potentially don't like Trump and are going to be shorting his company, and we can see that right here. If we look at Ortex, the short interest is up 362%, massively, right? A lot of shorts are coming in and shorting DWAC, and you can actually see that just in dark pools alone. And this stock has really only been trading for a couple of hours with major volume. Already 200,000 shares have been traded in dark pools for shorts. Already 2,000 short shares. 200,000 shares have been shorted in dark pools just over the past couple of hours that this thing has really been trading. Overall in dark pools, we've seen about 680,000 shares being traded. So DWAC is definitely going to be facing a lot of opposition as well as a lot of support. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that battle plays out, if the bulls are going to be able to beat the bears within it. Obviously, in the stock market, it's nice to set your political ideas aside and just trade based off of how you think you can make the most money. So if you think that you can make a lot of money because Trump supporters are going to push this up, then maybe it's a good trade to take, regardless of what effect you have on the stock price, right? And if you think that this thing is going down, then maybe taking a position to the downside would be the best in respect to your portfolio and what your convictions are on this stock. Now, I think that there's likely going to be a lot of buying pressure for this stock, and more so than there will be selling pressure, at least in the short to midterm. And I think this because you can see a massive rise in search for this stock over the past couple of hours. Obviously, nobody was searching for it before, but this stock is actually getting extreme amounts of attention, and this news only came out less than 24 hours ago. And a way that I'm going to show you guys just how much attention this is to compare it to another company, Tesla stock, which should be up massively today, search volume-wise. They just had their earnings call yesterday and are making all-time highs today. So let's see how they rank against Tesla stock. Well, if you see right here, obviously, Tesla was ranking much above them in the recent history. However, DWAC stock has just been on a straight line up, basically, and actually has surpassed Tesla stock even. So more people are searching for this stock than are searching for Tesla, keeping in mind that Tesla just had an earnings call come out last night and is making all-time highs today, or very close to it. So the fact that this is currently beating Tesla stock with a search ranking of 71, while Tesla has a search ranking of 61. Very impressive for this stock, very bullish in my opinion. I think that a lot of people are going to be searching for this stock for a long time, especially as more details are released about the social media company. I think that there are potentially going to be a lot of catalysts that can get this thing moving, especially the addition of options and the likelihood that there will probably be news events and press releases that Trump releases regarding new improvements in the company, in the social media brand, and when the stock actually has a product to show, when they actually release some kind of social media platform, it's likely to get very many users and will likely pump the price of the stock up even more. So there are just a ton of catalysts. Not even to mention, if you look at StockTwits, we're already the #1 trending stock. However, we're not the #1 most active yet. We're only #4 on most active. However, we've only been trading for a couple of hours today, only about 2 hours into the trading day. It would not surprise me to see this making its way up above at least Tesla and Shiba Inu coin, right? It wouldn't surprise me at all, because those already have like many hours of mentions that are compiled to make them have a very high ranking. Obviously, DWAC is getting quite a bit of mentions right now. It's the #1 trending. So obviously, over the short term, a ton of new people are talking about this stock, and the fact that it's potentially going to become a short squeeze play, and potentially a short squeeze play where people are able to align themselves against people who they don't like, right? Both the shorts are going to be able to align themselves. If people make this stock really political, then shorts are going to be able to align themselves against Trump supporters, and bulls are going to be able to align themselves against people who don't like Trump. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out, who has the most capital that they're willing to throw at this, and who's able to manipulate it upwards or downwards the most. It'll be very interesting. Obviously, on this channel, we like to keep our political ideas out of the question. We just like to trade based off of how we can make the most money. So we're going to look at this stock over the next couple of days. I'm not likely to take a position in it right now just because it is so volatile. However, I will be looking at it over the next couple of days and seeing if we can form any support and resistance levels for it. Obviously, 20 has acted as a resistance level. We did bounce off of that, so I will be marking that down, both in after hours yesterday and in actual trading today. We bounced off of 20 twice already, so that has almost certainly formed itself as a resistance as well. We'll likely look for some support levels later on, potentially 18, if we end up bouncing up in a big way off of this. So we're going to have to see what happens with DWAC stock, and that's what I have for you guys on it today. Hope that no one loses any money on it, either to the upside or the downside. Obviously, it's important to do your own research first, figure out more about what's going on with the company, especially if you're thinking about holding it for a long time. If you're trading, obviously, that's a different situation. You don't need to know too much about the fundamentals, in my opinion. It's more so based off of the price action. So if you're just in this for a short day trade or a little scalp, then maybe today would be a good day, just because there's so much volume, so much volatility with this stock. However, I will be waiting for a couple of days to see how this thing plays out, how it settles down. If it just keeps on running, then maybe I'll miss out. But I think oftentimes it's better to miss out on a couple of plays than to just jump into everything the second it's hot. This is a new stock. It's its first day trading. I think it's a little risky to just jump right in right now. Obviously, a lot of people aren't worried about that. They're just throwing money into it. I tend to be a little bit more reluctant to just throw my money in when it comes to a new stock that's trading day one, because it is very possible that this thing just got pumped up a ton and is going to crash down a little bit. Obviously, they haven't really shown any proof of concept. They haven't actually shown their social media company. It could be years before that's actually done, and we could just be waiting for those catalysts to come. So it's not guaranteed that this thing is going to pump up. Keep that in mind. This video is just meant to give you guys an update on what's going on with it and why it's pumping, explaining the pump, and giving you some ideas of how to start thinking about trading it, not necessarily to just tell you to buy or sell. This isn't financial advice. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a great day. Enjoyed the video. If you did, then feel free to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.